right, everyone. I'm with one of my favorite basketball players. Great coach, great basketball mind, off the court, on the court, just a great person overall. Don Staley. How you doing, Don?
How you doing?
Doing great, doing great. So let's just talk about, your basketball inspirations. I'm pretty sure you have plenty of them. Can you just talk about those growing up and just people that when you were playing that you looked at as mentors or things like that?
Well, I always had to pay tribute to the fellas that I grew up playing with in my neighborhood. They were the ones that helped me hone the skills to go outside of Philly and represent them. They're my biggest supporters, my worst critics. But at the end of the day, they had my back. So those are the people that I look up to just because they played an integral role in my life, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
All right, so just being considered one of the greatest WNBA players or just basketball players ever in general, 3-time SEC Coach of the Year, all kind of accolades. Can you talk about the preparation for you to being a coach? I mean, you're a point guard, obviously. Was that something that was key to that? And just who were some coaches that you looked at what they did and how they worked?
It's weird because, for all of my life, I never wanted to be a coach. So I didn't really look at other coaches as mentors. I just looked at them as somebody that were feeding me knowledge. But if I had to, once I took the job at Temple 18 years ago, I'm like, who were the coaches that really impacted me? And there were quite a few. Tara Vanderveer, for her methodical, structured ways. As I look back on it, Debbie Ryan, she, my college coach from Virginia, who she gave me the room to make mistakes and allowed me to learn from my mistakes. And I had players that needed a little bit of both. And then, you got to pay homage to Pat Summitt, who, won her way, which was the right way. So, but there are a lot of coaches out there. Vivian Stringer, who, somebody that looks like me, that was successful and still continues to be successful on every single level and does things the right way.
All right, so I love talking sneakers. I looked in the past, seemed like you were hip to the basketball sneakers as well. Can you talk about some of your favorite sneakers, just even on and off the court, where you like to wear?
Man, go back. If I have to go back, I'm gonna go back. I love these sneakers. They were the Von Lindels.
Okay.
They were Adidas.
Yes.
They had the little net in the insole. They were like $100 when I couldn't afford it. Okay, that was by far one of my first sneakers that I wanted. The other one was, I'm gonna take you back now. Do you remember the Gucci sneaker?
White with the
white. It was mainly white. Jay-Z brought it back as
a Reebok. Carter. Yeah, he did.
Yes, that.
Yes.
Couldn't afford it.
I have a good friend, Russ Bingston, who has several. I think he had like 2 pair, maybe a pair that was like never worn. He had brought them out a couple years ago. Classic shoe.
Classic. I always like Air Force Ones. That's a classic. I wore a pair of Air Force Ones in the Final Four, I think 1991. But then I gotta go with my signature shoe, the S5.
Yes.
That was something that shoe was hot.
Hot, very hot.
Hot. And the colorways were awesome. We had blue, black, and white. We had red, black, and white. We had gray, yellow, and white. So great color combinations. But at this point, I don't even wear sneakers anymore as far as basketball sneakers. So I wear sneakers for comfort. And fortunately for me, I got a ton of them to choose from.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you so much.